This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, an alleged scam involving a local realtor has people talking. A state lawmaker weighs in next. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Kara and thanks for watching on SSPTV or SSPTV.com. Here's our Thursday headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. State Representative Tara Toohill expressed concern today over an insurance investigation in our area. Real estate agent Ignacio Beato is being investigated by state police after complaints surfaced from residents who allegedly paid him cash to purchase a home.
There's a lot of people that came forward as victims. They're unable to find him right now. And it's a scary situation because if you have $100,000 here that someone says they paid for their house, $20,000. I mean, there's lots of that money's going to accrue. So we're going to have to find out what company was he really working for, because there's a bunch of different reported companies, and we're going to be able to see the realty company, those realtors that had him working underneath him, how much are they responsible for and how much are they even insured for? That if you have an employee that's committing theft and taking money away from people that are thinking that they're buying a home, how are we protecting those people?
Beato at one time had run unsuccessfully for a seat on Hazleton City Council. In other news, a wheelchair ramp was taken from outside a Hazleton home. Hazleton police say the 8-foot folding aluminum ramp was removed from the home in the 100 block of West 4th Street sometime between 3 p.m. and 3:40 p.m. yesterday. The ramp is aluminum with black stripes and folds up 4 times. Police say it's possible the ramp was mistaken as scrap. The ramp is extremely important to the family and is needed to get their handicapped child in and out of the home. Anyone with information is urged to call Hazleton Police at 570-459-4940 or you can dial 911. All calls will be kept confidential. The election is months away, but one candidate isn't wasting any time. A campaign rally was held last night at Lobit's Catering in Hazel Township for Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis, who is seeking re-election. We asked what she feels the main issue is in the campaign.
I think we're looking at crime in general and how we are addressing the issues that we're seeing in our neighborhoods. I've done a lot within the office in trying to address it between taking over the drug task force from the Attorney General's office to starting a grand jury, the first of its kind in Luzerne County, as well as specializing the office and using the resources and staff more efficiently and effectively. Those are just some of the things that I have done to address the crime in the area.
Salavantis faces Democratic challenger Vito DeLuca in November. He's the assistant county solicitor. If you like a walk on a beautiful summer day, then lace up your sneakers for this next story. FYI's Lisa Sugart has the details on a nature walk in our area.
Well, the summertime is the perfect time to go on a nature walk, and you are invited to do a special nature walk as part of the Keystone Active Zones Nature Walk series. This one taking place from Whitehaven at Tannery to Lehigh Gorge, and here to tell us all about it is David Maddle. He is a summer associate with the VISTA program, and he's with the Greater Hazleton Area Civic Partnership, also known for the Rails to Trails project, which this also includes with it. David, thank you for being here today. This is a great idea. Everybody's invited to come out for a wonderful walk.
Yes, thank you. The walk will be on Saturday, July 25th, starting at 10 a.m. We're going to meet at the Whitehaven Tannery, the bridge at the parking lot there, right along the Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor Trail as part of Lehigh Gorge State Park. It's going to be about a 4-mile round-trip hike, and we're going to talk about the various locks and other historical places that are along the river there. It'll be a very nice family hike for those who wanted to get out and have a good time.
And many people have taken to the Rails to Trails. That's a very popular place. So this is also going to show you part of that as well.
Right. Eventually, our Greater Hazleton Rails to Trails will connect into near Sandy Run on the Lehigh Gorge Trail, which we will be going to on this walk as well.
So people get to come out, go get some great exercise, have some fun, a little bit of history, and they're going to see what's going to be coming next for all the future walkers and runners.
That's right. Yep, once again, it's July 25th, Saturday at 10 a.m. So come on out and enjoy the hike.
No registration needed in advance, just show up.
That's right. It's part of the Keystone Active Zone Passport Series. There's more information online or at our phone number at 570-455-1509.
Alrighty, so hope you get a nice crowd to come out, and thanks for stopping by to tell us all about it, and come back and let us know what else is happening in regards to the partnership and Rails to Trails.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Lisa. Coming up next on FYI, downtown Hazleton gets even more artsy with Peace, Love, and Chalk. We'll explain. And during the Sportscast, we'll show you what John Dietrich did for his senior project and why it's so special.
This is FYI News 13. Brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's time for our weekly Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress segment, and all that I'm saying is give Peace, Love, and Chalk a chance. Here's the story. Chicago Cubs manager Joe Maddon saw some artists working with chalk outside on the ground in Long Beach, California. He thought this would be a cool event to have in his hometown in Hazleton, and he called his sister back home to get the ball rolling. Over the course of time, the Hazleton Art League was contacted, and with them and the Joe Maddon Respect 90 Foundation, we will have Peace, Love, and Chalk in downtown Hazleton on August 7th and 8th. Here's Hazleton Power's Executive Director Jocelyn Rizzo and Carl Frankel from the Hazleton Art League talking about the event.
Since you've been in charge of Power, art seems to be a big part of this.
There's a lot of art, and one of the big things about revitalizing a community is paying attention to the different demographics that you have in it, and we definitely have a draw for culture and art. That's definitely going to be something that you'll see become more prevalent over the next few years.
There's a 60s theme, and I'm not really sure where that came from. It seemed to be appropriate for the idea of the people's art and art in the street, you know, the kind of art and democracy. That art isn't just a stuffy thing that happens in studios and galleries, that it's something that happens on the street and that everybody can participate in and enjoy. We will be giving the artists the basic supplies, which is the chalk and a specific size of paper and a spot on the street. We're not sure exactly what the spots will be yet because it depends how many artists we get. So they will be making their creation, which is totally up to them, and they are required to, well, the whole idea of it is to let the public watch them create. And the public will actually get a chance to vote for their favorites. We will have judges. The winning artist receives a $1,000 first prize, as a $500 second prize, a $250 third prize, and a People's Choice from the votes of $250. And actually the people that vote also get to participate in a drawing. They can come away with prize money also. Yes, we timed this to be the same weekend as the classic car cruise-in. And we thought that would be a great way to, people will be downtown already. And people who are into classic cars are into aesthetics. You know, it's the look of the car. They're sensitive about how things look. So we thought, hey, there's an artistic sensitivity in there someplace, and we can get these people together. So art people and artsy car people will all be together. But this is not supposed to be gallery art. This is not supposed to be something necessarily that's framed and hung someplace afterwards. It all depends what the purchaser or the artist wishes to do afterwards. It's a bit like building sandcastles. I don't know what the philosophy behind this is, Ken, but sometimes the impermanence of art is part of the fun. As a way of involving different people, every artist must have a sponsor. If they don't come with a sponsor, we have a couple of entries already that found their own sponsor. Sponsoring only costs, I believe, $25. But we will fix them up with a sponsor. So we need sponsors. We need businesses or organizations to get in touch with us and say, I would like to be a sponsor, and we will fix them up with artists. And we need vendors, because at this event we want food vendors and crafters. This is just, it's a public event, so it's not just sidewalk art, it's people having a good time outside.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It was so peaceful when I took this weather shot. I told Lisa I wanted to do yoga in the middle of Green Street. It was a perfect day. And here's our weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 55 degrees. Pretty simple forecast coming up on Friday. Sunny with a high near 79. Friday night clear with a low of 57. Saturday will be sunny once again with a high near 81. Saturday night there is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but it will be partly cloudy, low of 62. Sunday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny with a high of 81. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, our low will be 64. Monday, the sun is back, partly sunny, high of 80 degrees, and on Monday night, partly cloudy, our low will be 62.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
And here's tonight's winning lottery numbers. Your midday winning lottery numbers from the Pennsylvania Lottery: pick 269, pick 3 488, pick 4 7289, and pick 5 30951. Those lottery numbers brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency, with 2 locations to serve you. One is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, and the other one is in Nescopec on Broad Street. You can call Boyer Insurance in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopec at 570-752-7683. In the sportscast, we're hanging out in the highest borough in the state of Pennsylvania, but first, a message from PPL.
And we're here again with Melinda Stump, and today we're going to be talking about electricity, but not in the way you might think. Today we'll discuss the electricity supplied by Mother Nature, and that's lightning. So Melinda, thanks for coming back to FYI this summer. And we want to tell folks about staying safe when it comes to lightning today on FYI.
PPL is a company that is driven by safety. And we want our customers to be safe at all times. The National Weather Service says an average of 54 people are killed by lightning each year. 80% of fatalities are men. And that's because they stay outside when they see lightning approaching. And so, we want our customers, whether they're men or women, to make sure they get indoors so that they're safe. Lightning actually can strike as far as 10 miles away from rainfall. And fatalities can happen ahead of storms and even after them and after they pass. Being lightning safety smart is very, very important.
Well, of course, in this area, we see lightning a lot, especially in the summer months. So how powerful is lightning, and what should our viewers do when storms are approaching?
Lightning is very powerful, and things that people need to know is that lightning sparks can reach 5 miles long. It's about as 5 times as hot as the surface of the sun, containing 100 million volts. So think about this in contrast. Our largest transmission line carries 500,000 volts. This is double the size of that.
Okay, so there's a lot of myths out there about lightning, so let's look at a few of them. Myth number 1, I'm safe because it's not raining where I am.
That's not true, that's false. Remember, lightning can strike 10 miles from any rainfall. Stay inside for 30 minutes after you last hear thunder or see lightning.
Okay, myth number 2, a thunderstorm is occurring, but I need to finish washing the dishes.
Can you believe it? Leave those dishes for later. Avoid contact with metal items or plumbing fixtures. Water pipes can conduct electricity.
Okay, myth number 3, I'm a fast runner. I'm sure I'll have enough time to seek shelter safely.
We know you're a runner.
How about it?
Don't chance it. Make sure you know where you can seek safe shelter. Okay. If a storm hits, know how long it will take to get there, and give yourself enough time to get there.
Myth number 4, lightning never hits the same place twice.
Well, that's not true. Some isolated high places are hit multiple times. For instance, the Empire State Building is hit about 100 times a year. The flagpole on the top of our PPL building headquarters in Allentown also has been struck.
All right. So I know when we have severe weather, people are without power. What is PPL doing as far as to help the process of restoring power? Because when your power goes out, you get, freaked out and you want it on instantly. So what is PPL doing to speed up that process?
We're doing several things. We're working on several fronts to help reduce the effects of lightning. some of the things that we're doing are we're adding a second overhead shield wire on all of our new rebuilt transmission lines to help intersect some of those lightning strikes and prevent lightning-related outages, which is very important to our customers. We are also using lightning arresters on our transmission lines that are more susceptible to lightning outages. They act like surge protectors. Okay. And lastly, we're using state-of-the-art software to help make sure that new transmission lines are designed for optimal performance. All of these things will help during a lightning storm.
And we could go on and on about the way that technology and PPL are working together, because you're really doing some advances to protect your customers. You have a toll-free number and a website.
Absolutely. So if you have an outage related to a lightning or any type of outage, make sure you dial 1-800, dial PPL, and report your outage.
All right. Melinda Stump here on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
There's a lot of pride in our past in this area. Think about it, the Hazleton Elementary Middle School taking the nickname of Mountaineers, or the new Maple Manor Vikings. That's cool, go Vikings. But we can also be proud of our present and our future thanks to some outstanding young men and women we feature on this show regularly. Tonight, let's see what local football player John Dietrich is up to in a story where past and present meet.
Wildcats, Mountaineers, Whippets, three words that still stir passions in the mountains of northeast Pennsylvania. Even though they closed a while ago, stories about separate high schools in West Hazleton, and Freeland still echo through the state's highest city and borough down to the valleys. That pride and passion is still alive, and John Dietrich illustrates that. But before we get to his story in the present, let's dive into the past.
I played youth football in Hazleton. Roman Trucking was one of my teams, the Eagles, Ernie Steakhouse was also one of my teams, and then we moved to Freeland and I played for Freeland High School.
All right, so you played for Freeland High School, so you remember the Whippets and like the days of the big rivalries. What was that like?
Oh, those are my glory days. That's my funnest memories of high school was playing football back in high school. You know?
Now all the local public high schools are combined into the Hazleton Area High School. It's a different time, and there's a new generation living out their glory days on the field. John Dietrich is a rising senior offensive and defensive lineman for the Hazleton Area Cougars. Donovan Solomon remembers Dietrich playing youth football for the Whippets.
I remember him mainly from a muddy game. It rained, it was real muddy, and our team was actually getting our butts kicked a little bit, and he was just like, come on, woo, you know, and he brought the spirits up to the team, and they finished strong and respectful, you know, just from him being, hey, come on, let's get muddy, who cares, you know, he just had that upbeat spirit and brought the team with him, you know.
Dietrich is a proud Cougar, but he remembers his Whippet roots. For his senior project, he approached the local Arbutus Lodge to help him raise funds to get the local youth football program an automated external defibrillator.
I grew up playing down here with all of these young kids. I realized how important it is to help mold them into good football players so they could go up and help the Cougars. So I realized that it's important to give back to this community.
As you can see, the program is near and dear to his heart, and his heart is one of the reasons he came up with this idea for his senior project.
For myself, I have a heart problem, so I realized that I don't know if we had one when I was here or not, but if we did and I got hurt and something went wrong with my heart, it could have possibly saved my life, and I want that for these kids. If anything goes wrong, that it's here to help them.
That's a cool story. Can I ask what you have?
I have a coil in my heart and I have a murmur.
The entire league showed up to thank Dietrich and the Arbutus Lodge for their donation.
No, I'm not from Freeland. I'm from Drifton. I live in Drifton, but I'm from the Wilkes-Barre area.
But have you heard how important this is to the people of Freeland? I mean, anywhere you go, especially when you hear the name Whippets or Freeland, I mean, what has the response been?
It's been awesome, and I think that's what helped us push it over the edge this year, to raise the money to be able to give this gift to them.
Very last thing, how important is this to the Freeland community? You hear the name Whippets, I mean, people just get pride. How important is this field and this league to Freeland?
This is the pride of Freeland. We need to get better teams, put better teams on the field. We're doing that. We're building these young kids up. Hopefully, we'll keep building, be here a long time.
Good job, John. Well, I don't think the borough of Cunningham ever had a high school, but they do have a 9- and 10-year-old Little League All-Star team to be proud of, plus I live there, so I mean, yeah, I agree. Let's focus on the Little League Baseball. Valley West, they will play Lehigh in the Section 6 Tournament Championship round on Thursday. Lehigh had to beat Stroudsburg on Wednesday. They won that game 9-5 to get to this point. They lost to Valley West earlier in the week. So if Valley West wins, they take the title and move closer to a state championship. If they lose, the two teams will play again tomorrow at Theory Field in Drums, and it will be winner take all. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs picked up a win at home against Toledo. Russ Kanzler was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs when a pinch runner came in for him in the bottom of the 5th. Kanzler is on the DL with a left oblique strain. We'll keep you up to date on that. The Rail Riders, they were 10-5 winners over Indianapolis. In the majors, the Reds and Cubs split a doubleheader on Wednesday. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the 81st Annual Ukrainian Day will be held Sunday, July 26th from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the St. Nicholas Picnic Grove in Primrose. Everyone is welcome to attend for delicious homemade food, themed basket auction, vendors, crafts, games for all ages, plus live entertainment including polka bands. Free parking, free admission, and will be held rain or shine. Proceeds benefit the St. Josaphat Ukrainian Catholic Seminary. For more information, check out seminaryday.org. And one more announcement, Holy Rosary Parish will be holding their summer picnic July 24th and 25th. The parish is located at 240 South Poplar Street in Hazleton. They're having ethnic food and family entertainment. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Lorraine Chabosky, formerly of Claire's. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the Stanley E. Anilowski Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Mary Sapita, formerly of Freeland. Funeral is Friday at 10 a.m. in the St. Michael's Greek Orthodox Church. Friends may call Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Albert J. Vajda Jr., formerly of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 10 a.m. at the St. Joseph's Church. There will be no public viewing. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Antonia Bowman of Hazleton. Memorial service will be announced by the Niffin O'Malley Funeral Home. And James P. Podlesny of Hazleton. Services are Friday at 10 a.m. at the St. Joseph's Church. Friends may call Friday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. at the John J. Pustai Funeral Home.
I'm Julie Ferry. I'm the Public Relations Coordinator for FunFest. And today we're going to talk about an upcoming fundraiser that we've got to support FunFest. This one is going to be a lot of fun, especially for the young kids who enjoy our event and enjoy some of the things that we like to do. This one is a Frozen sing-along movie and breakfast, which will be hosted on Sunday, July 26th at the Cinema and Draft House in West Hazleton. And it will start at 9 a.m. Tickets are available here at the Chamber of Commerce office. You can also order them online at hazletonchamber.org right on our website, and they'll also be available for purchase at the Cinema and Draft House. In advance, the tickets are $20 a piece, and we do encourage you to get them early since there is limited seating available. We'll also have costume characters from the movie there, Sven and Olaf, and Anna and Elsa, and a couple other surprises for the kids to have their picture taken with. And we'll also have special Frozen themed cups for all the children to accompany their breakfast. So come on out and join us. It's a great fundraiser for a great cause.
How do you top a Frozen sing-along? You don't. See you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.